nothing less. Well, we have a long season still ahead of us. Smitty, as a veteran, how much did you look to pace yourself as the season was going on, but in particular the early part of the season?
Great question, Kevin. I think you look at it as a veteran, you got to assess the situation. If you got to come out there and I guess push your pace as a veteran because you want a team to get off to a good start, hopefully the younger guys can continue that pace, or you have a team that is going well and they know you need them at the end. It's a tough call for some veterans, and that's why you see the veterans hanging around that can do both.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got LeBron James. Rajon Rondo is out there with Green. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Cousins in at center. James kicks to Cousins. Outside, Davis. Offline with his three. Here's New Orleans. Ingram right side. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. Right side, Davis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Davis has got the first points up on the board here for the Lakers. Miller inside. Davis is there. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Look at New Orleans. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And when you look at the Lakers, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
Well, when we talk about AD as an athlete, a major component to that is his body control, able to adjust off contact to finish the play. Last season, Anthony Davis took his defensive game to just another level. He was always a good defender, but he's starting to become dominant. With his quickness and length, he's just a menace on that end. 3 straight misses to begin this contest and already starting to look frustrated.
And stolen by Miller. Redick surveying the D. And Holiday has it in the corner. Now the pass to Miller. 5 to shoot. From deep. Cousins pulls it in.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
LeBron against Ingram. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
The defender gets caught in a bad position. LeBron powerful enough to convert through contact. Let's see what he does at the line.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. Here's Holiday. Makes it off the glass.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
James against Ingram. Pass to Green. Releases. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Green's got his first basket of the night.
Catch and shoot. This is where Danny Green makes his money.
Cousins against Okafor. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Redick against Green. Redick passes to Miller. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Ingram. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
Rondo dishes to LeBron. Outside, Green. His 3-pointers off the mark. Pelicans trail by 5. Ingram outside. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Cousins finds James. Off target with his 3. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. it to Miller. No one near him. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Here's James. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And as we see Anthony Davis step into what could be the best years of his career, Smitty, who does he remind you of?
You know, a lot like Kevin Garnett in his prime. The way he can impact both sides of the floor. He's cagey with a three-point shot, and he also has a little bit of Hakeem Olajuwon in him.
Now here is Holiday. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Orlando.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Pass to Okafor. Green against Redick. And it's Miller in the corner. Misses the 3. Los Angeles leading by 5. Floats it up for James. Ingram with the steal. Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Okafor. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Pelicans shooting their first foul shot of the night. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
J.J. Redick, not only one of the most dangerous shooters in this league, he's worked to become a very good team defender as well.
Now here's Okafor. No points in the game yet for him. It's Redick on the wing. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Rondo bounce pass. Here's Davis. On the wing, James. Back to Davis. Just 5 to shoot. LeBron outside. Over Miller. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
It's stolen by Davis. LeBron against Ingram. And the Lakers with another turnover here.
And checking out some stats for Davis. He's coming off an excellent season. Last year, checking in at 28 points per game, 11 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for J.J. Redick. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green. And that one's good. Ingram.
And you have to admire how Ingram is constantly looking for his shot on offense. His aggressive mindset always a thorn in the D's side.
Now here's Kuzma. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Atlanta. Davis. It's deflected. Miller outside, and it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Etuan Moore comes in for Drew Holiday. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Cook's checked in. Here's Miller. Uncovered. Kuzma pulls it in. The dish to Cook. And again, no good by the Lakers. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now, here's Ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miller with a wide open look. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
Unselfish play by Davis. He understands that his scoring can only take this team so far. He needs help from the guys around him.
Now here's Okafor. He had 10 points in the win against Orlando. New Orleans moving the ball around. Passes to Hart. And here is Ball. Lets it go from deep. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. And finished off by Davis.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And for DeMarcus Cousins, it's just good to see him back and seemingly not with any ill effects of that Achilles injury.
Injuries like that are always scary, especially to big men. With Cousins, you never worried about him missing so much time. The concern was him regaining all his burst and agility.
Lakers leading by 6. Kuzma kicks to Cousins. He feeds it to Davis. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 11 points for Anthony Davis.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Caldwell Pope against Moore. The pass to Hart. Looking to end the run, and he gets the jumper to drop. Here is Cook. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Ball's knocked loose. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Miller, the pass to Moore. To the paint. Fires from the line. Kuzma pulls it in.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward. Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Pelicans with possession here. They trail by 11.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
1:56 left here in the first quarter. Hart, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Kuzma. For the 3. Okafor grabs the miss. Well, for New Orleans, shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. And Moore kicks the ball. A floater, and it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And finished off by Davis.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Here's Ball after the basket by the Lakers. Moore outside. Pass to Okafor. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here is Cook. He's covered by Ball. Good on the three-point shot. 9 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Ball. No points in the game yet for him. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. 34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Moore right side. Just 5 to shoot. Okafor kicks the ball. For the 3.
And their three-point shot is just off the mark to start the game.
Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Here is Cook. He's covered by Ball. Cook dishes to McGee. It's deflected. Here's Davis. No good on the last second. Up there. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. DeMarcus Cousins described what it's like playing next to Anthony Davis and figuring out who gets the ball and when.
You know, some games, I mean, he's rocking early. I mean, why wouldn't you want to keep feeding on the ball? And, you know, sometimes it's the other way, vice versa. So, I mean, in those situations, it's kind of obvious, but it's those games where we're both, you know, not necessarily coasting, but I guess at average. Then we have to learn to pick our spots.
It's a good problem to have, and Greg, they're figuring out things pretty well, playing together.
Yeah, both dominant big men, and you need star power to win in this league.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
Favors is out there with Okafor. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Hart in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Rebounded by the Lakers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pelicans trailed by 19. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
All different levels of playmakers in the league right now, but some guys, Steve, have an innate vision that just can't be taught.
Yeah, I love watching Chris Paul with his vision. Even Ben Simmons, a younger guy who can pass the basketball. DeMarcus Cousins is a guy who has great vision for his size, has a great feel for the game. There's just so many guys. Ricky Rubio is another guy who can pass the basketball.
Yes.
And Lonzo Ball,
good name.
A young guy. Those guys have just that innate vision. They can see 2 plays ahead.
There's the lob to the hoop, and Kuzma slams it in.
He could have tried to force a shot there. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
Ball, the pass to Favors. Ingram outside. They need this. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
For New Orleans, they have been unsuccessful at the line so far, 0 of 3, and looking to make their first free throw of the game right now.
You guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Now here's LeBron. He kicks to Cook. Pass to McGee. Okafor with the steal. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
The Pelicans, they've seen improvement over the past few seasons. Offense has become more and more efficient. Defensively have gone from a poor defensive team to a top 10 defensive team in just one season.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Holiday gets the bucket.
As a coach, you're comfortable with Holiday taking that shot. He has a good feel from the mid-range.
And Steve, with the Pelicans' improvement, a lot of it has to do with the work their players have put in.
Two guys that come to mind for me are Drew Holiday and E'Twaun Moore. Both those guys have improved a lot. The team's had a plan to improve for several years now, and they stuck with it. A lot of franchises might have demanded overnight success, but the Pelicans front office avoiding rushing progress.
Here's Ingram, following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. LeBron James second, Rajon Rondo fourth.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Here's Holiday. Kicks it to Okafor. Redick inside the line. The Lakers with the rebound. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Fires the three. And it's Cook missing. The Pelicans have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Passes it to Holiday. And again, no good by New Orleans. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And the shot goes in. Kuzma's got 6.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Redick finds Okafor. Ingram outside. Four on the clock. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the speed of Ingram makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls, constantly keeping them guessing.
James against Ingram. Kuzma. And the rejection by Favors. Favors against LeBron. McGee in the corner. Over Favors. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Bradley's checked in for Cook. Now here's Ingram. 29 points for him last game against Orlando. Holiday against Bradley. Here's Ingram. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by LeBron. Inside, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Holiday. Okafor kicks to Redick. Ingram outside. Fires from deep. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
James against Ingram. James, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Here's Bradley. And it doesn't even draw ice. Pelicans trail by 21. And Redick kicks to Ingram. And Holiday has it in the corner. He dishes it to Favors. Out to Ingram. From the line. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
Darius Miller, he's checked in for New Orleans. The Lakers also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Caldwell-Pope.
Awesome display. Fierce with the level of strength. DeMarcus with the impressive move.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
When you look at offensively gifted big man in the league, Cousins is right at the top. Does everything you could want from a center at a high level. Scores inside and out, off the catch or his own moves. Just a complete center.
Now here is Holiday and the pass to Favors. Reddick up top, guarded by Green. And Reddick kicks to Ingram. Deflects the pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. And Steve, with Cousins, his dominance on offense shows up on paper, and passes certainly the eye test.
I remember a game last season, Kevin. He posted a ridiculous 40-point, 20-rebound, 10-assist night. First time that had been done in 50 years. For a lot of guys, that's a week's worth of stats.
And Favors kicks to Ingram over LeBron.
And overall, very cold from the outside throughout this first half.
Bradley dishes to Cousins. Tries again. Davis finds Cousins. Trying to get open as Davis. Kept alive. And the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
Goes up again. Here's Davis. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Davis has got 15 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Miller, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Outside Bradley. Back to LeBron. Outside Davis. 6 on the shot clock. That doesn't go either for Davis.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
Holiday left side. Favors surveying the floor. And Steve, you'll remember Favors had that impressive rookie season, but he's been somewhat up and down since.
He's kind of an old school power forward. Might have been an all-star 20 years ago, but nowadays the best forwards can shoot from range and can defend on the perimeter.
New Orleans making a switch here. Moore's checked in.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
On the wing, Miller for the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Miller's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and sometimes innovations can bring you back to where you started, Steve. Could we see that with post play in the future?
You know, I don't know if it'll be a lot of post play from dominant bigs. I think the post play will come back a little bit more in the form of a lot of these smaller guards are posting up a little bit more than they did, I would say, in the last 5 or 6 years.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for New Orleans. And the Lakers also making a switch. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. Caldwell-Pope passes to Davis. From 12 feet out. No good on the shot. And New Orleans will come the other way. Miller outside. And here is Ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Favors finds Miller. And the rejection by Cousins.
When DeMarcus Cousins is blocking shots, this defense takes on a whole different attitude.
Here's Davis in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
From deep, Moore. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Bradley against Ball. On the wing, Green. Moore with the steal. Pass to Miller. Here's Hart. He's guarded by Davis. Hart kicks to Moore. Here's Hart. Last game he had 10 points. Shot clock at 5. Miller outside. From deep, Moore. Pelicans keep it alive. And that one's good by Favors.
You love the effort of Favors on the glass. He's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
Now here's Cousins. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. And the rejection by Favors. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Ball's running. He kicks it to Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Miller's got 10 points in the game.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
At the elbow, it's Cousins. Here's Davis. Banked in off the glass. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
The numbers speak loud and clear. AD not letting up, playing with great pride.
Caldwell Pope against Moore. Pass to Hart. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Derek Favors with the slam.
The chemistry Favors has with his teammates is outstanding. Really punches the basket through the rim on these alley-oop jams.
Here's Davis. Cousins trying to free himself up. That's good from Davis on the assist by Cousins. And that's now 22 points for Davis. Ball with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. In the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Pelicans have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Bradley passes to Davis. Over Miller. And it's in! Wow, he nails the buzzer beater!
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
You know, this is the discipline you need to play with. At this level, number of possessions matters.
And so we conclude the first half. Lakers lead by 15. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. KCP, a great first half of play with the score. And what did you see from them defensively that allowed you to be effective?
I just took what they gave me. I took what they gave me, and I just knocked them down.
Hey, KCP, thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 24 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Tremendous run from Anthony Davis in the first half. One of the few true bigs who scores effortlessly on all 3 levels. Will move his feet on defense, cut to the lane, block shots, and a terrific rebounder.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. You know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that should do it.
Welcome back to New Orleans, everyone. Glad to have you with us tonight as we take a peek at all the happenings just outside of Bourbon Street. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
He bullied his way inside for a ton of rebounds, and until they get a body on him, he's just going to keep coming at him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's James in at the small forward.
This is the look you want. High percentage. DeMarcus putting himself in a position to succeed.
Holiday dishes to Redick. Inside, Ingram. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
One of the best passes at the center position. Just another way Cousins affects scoring.
Holiday looking for an opening. 13 feet away. And that one goes long.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
The drive by James. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Lakers lead by 21.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 16. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Ingram's got 18 points.
That was their 4th attempt at this half. They finally got one to go down.
James against Ingram. LeBron outside. To the middle. Here's Green. Up top, Cousins. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. 19-point game. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. James finds Green. Back to James. 5 on the clock.
And the long arms and legs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his hustle.
Here's Holiday, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
And here are the Pelicans now, trailing by 17. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
With Rajon Rondo, you have to admire his creativity on the floor. Just sees the game and court in ways others don't. When he's focused, he can take over a game with his ball movement.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. It's Ingram on the wing, covered by LeBron. Green against Redick. Inside. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist from Redick. Favors has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Lakers leading by 15. And with Rondo, it's still rare to see someone who impacts the game the way he does.
You know, Rondo can be a factor in about 5 different ways and never shoot the ball. His rebounding, passing, defense are all plus. Can't do it quite as often now at his age, but when he turns back the clock, it is fun to watch.
Here's Ingram following the 3 by the Lakers. Kicks it to Favors. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
This is what you want, delivering the ball to Favors where he doesn't have to put it on the deck.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Ingram against James. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Gentlemen.
You often hear great players say, I want to be the leader of this team. But Smitty, is every great player actually cut out? Are they wired enough to be a leader and play that role?
No, not at all. You have some fantastic, phenomenal players talent-wise, but just not their role to be a leader. And then I think when you hear guys say they want to be a leader, 9 times out of 10, that's the guy that's not the leader. Because a leader usually just evolves. But when you start saying you want to be, you're probably not. You're going to lead by example. And then a lot of the guys, obviously, some of the best, they can take it to the vocal part. But you can't ask to be a leader. It just happens.
Needs to happen organically, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And so it's New Orleans with it. 17-point game. And Holiday kicks to Favors. Back to Holiday from downtown. Drills it from outside. Holiday's got 9.
Certainly capable from distance. Defenses no longer dare Holiday to shoot from out there.
Rondo, an easy 2 points on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 16.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 9. Over Rondo. Holiday with another miss. Lakers leading by 16. Here's Cousins. And the wide open shot from Green. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 5 assists tonight. New Orleans has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Rondo against Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
LeBron James on the wing. Back to Rondo. To the paint. Davis, the pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
You see the strength, the explosiveness of Danny Green. He's not just an outside shooter, folks.
Pelicans trail by 19. Passes it to Holiday. To the inside. Here's Favors. Nice D from Cousins.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Holiday against Rondo. And Holiday kicks to Favors. Ingram outside. Redick is in the corner. Dishes it to Favors. Over Cousins. Favors can't get it to go. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Lakers. And the 3 off target.
And that's rough. He did have 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Ingram against LeBron. Ingram passes to Okafor. And oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LeBron James. For New Orleans, they have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. Etwan Moore comes in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Drew Holiday. And then for the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Green. Caldwell Pope against Moore. To the wing right side. Okafor with no one around. Wide open shot is on the money. Okafor's got 5 points so far. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. Takes a 3. Down low. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And
Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Now here's Rondo. Loads it up for Davis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Here's Hart. Back to Okafor. We'll pass the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hart. Another one falls for New Orleans. Los Angeles leading by 14. Pass to Kuzma. To the inside. Here's Cousins. Here's Rondo. They get it back. And it's Davis with the jam.
When Anthony Davis is aggressive going to the offensive glass, it gives this team another dimension.
New Orleans has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Okafor against Davis. Now Okafor. 5 points in the game. 5 to shoot over Davis. And Davis sends it back.
Good job by AD, not giving up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. Appreciate the hustle.
But they'll get another chance. Cousins finds Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Hart. To the paint. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And taking a look at some numbers for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Last season's performance for him put up about 13 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
That's good. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. Now here's Moore. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Buries it down low. Moore's got 5 points so far.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And here comes Moore leading the fast break. No good on the shot. Lakers leading by 19. And the rejection by Favors. Here's Hart. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Hart kicks the ball. The feed to Favors. The dish to Miller. Pass the ball. From deep. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Davis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Putting the ball on the floor, AD just crafty enough on the move to create contact.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Pelicans trail by 20.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Ball. He kicks to Favors. McGee with the block. And so it's Los Angeles. Closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Favors is out there with Darius Miller. Then there's E'Twaun Moore. Then it's Ball, and it's Hart in at the 2. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
Here's Kuzma. Cook kicks to Bradley. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Avery Bradley, a 6'2" combo guard. Not a bad ball handler, but he gets most of his shots by cutting without the ball.
Good on the second free throw. Well, and as they will tell you, Avery Bradley, one of the best cutters in the league. And you know what, Smitty? He cuts hard.
And a true professional. He sets a good example. His teammates see how he gets after it. And with his speed, tough to stay with him.
Pass to Kuzma. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Moore outside. Here's Favors. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bradley, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bradley's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is where Avery Bradley's most effective, getting his points within the flow of the offense.
And it's Moore penetrating, and that one drops for him.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Gwynn.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Here is Cook, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Jackson up top. And he makes that one.
How about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Los Angeles leading by 22. Here is Cook. Outside Bradley. Back to Cook. They swipe it. Here's Gray. McGee with the block. Outside Bradley. Shoots. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
Gray kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Gray. Miller outside. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Kevin, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys get a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You gotta understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Bradley. Here's McGee. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
That's how they've got to this point in the game. Lots of activity, fantastic focus.
Now here is Miller. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball. in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
And here is Los Angeles now after J.J. Redick hitting the three. And here's Daniels, just 4 to shoot. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for that game against the Bulls, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Bradley against Redick. Holiday with the three. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Kuzma, that's good.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
And so here is New Orleans after the basket by Los Angeles. The drive by Redick. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And stolen by Favors. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Bradley. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Offensive rebound, and McGee kicks to Caruso. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the three. Redick against Bradley. The wide open look here for Holiday. Sinks the triple.
Here we go, his second made from beyond the arc in the second half after having no such luck in the first.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Well, we're always talking now about the modern super teams, whether they're a good thing or they're bad for the game. But the counter is that we've always had super teams at one time or another. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've always had super teams, Kevin. You look back at the Lakers with Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Those are kind of like a big three. And you look at the Celtics back in the day with McHale, Bird, Parrish, those guys. I think right now what you're looking at is we haven't seen where MVPs go join other MVPs. That's where it's been the change right now. Now you're seeing the super teams. That's why I think it's changed.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Ingram outside. Here's Miller. Lays it up off the glass.
Great eye contact. Guys working in tandem in the paint.
Lakers leading by 21. Here's Caruso. Excellent D there from Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. From 15 feet away, another one falls for New Orleans.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. And Dudley kicks to Daniels. A three-pointer is right on target.
And this is his shot. You give him that much space, you're asking for trouble.
And the problem is you're already way behind. Obviously, your closeouts are ineffective. You're in trouble.
Now the Lakers on the break. Bradley, that's for two. Releases from the wing and drills it. Bradley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, terrific pick. Then kicks it right ahead, turning defense into offense.
And on the other side, that's an annoying miscue. Total lack of focus.
Now here is Holiday. Redick for three. And another three for New Orleans.
J.J. Redick, one of the premier shooters in this league. Boy, he knocked that one down.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Favors. Caruso kicks to McGee. The pass to Dudley. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Caruso. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
He is not scared of anybody. He knows he can play amongst the big boys, and he showed it.
And that one's good by Favors.
That's where majority of Favors points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. Pass to Caruso. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And McGee kicks to Daniels. And another 3 for the Lakers.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
Pass to Miller. Outside Holiday. Shot clock reset for New Orleans. Pass to Reddick. Out to the right wing. Outside Holiday. Tries again. Off the left rim and out.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Dudley. Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. And that one's good. Daniels.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range, just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
Now here is Holiday. Favors dishes to Reddick. And Favors kicks to Holiday. And there's the foul. It'll go. On Jared Dudley. That's his first foul. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, there's a lot of things that are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Well, Avery Bradley, coming off a tumultuous season, traded twice, Steve, and battled a groin injury that eventually required surgery.
You know what's not good? All this in a contract year. Not what you hope for. One of the league's hardest working players. He'll bounce back.
Here's Gray. Hits the target from 18 feet.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Davis.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Bradley. Kicks to Dudley. Back to Bradley. Smitty, you're looking around the league right now. Certain players extremely smart. Which guys do you think will make the transition the easiest from player to coach?
You know, some guys that stick out. Chris Paul, I think Mike Conley, LeBron James, obviously. Those guys, they just stick out. You can see their coaches on the floor, Draymond Green. They just have a way because they have those leadership qualities, and also they play the game the right way. They have such a good understanding, a good feel. Those are some of the guys that stand out for me.
That was a good list. You're right. And so it's the Lakers with it after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. Here is Cook. He kicks it to Bradley. It's deflected. And the wide-open shot from Redick. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
Here's Gray. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside, Redick. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
No doubt about it. He's been a monster from deep.
By and large, defenders have done a poor job of running him off his spots. That's why he keeps firing.
Cook kicks to Caruso. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotions. That's all we ask. That's all coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.